Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are talking about Act 1. So when you are wanting to do dictation for your cozy mystery or any other type of genre, it is crucial that you have everything planned out so you could just go speak your heart out. So I want to talk about what happens in Act 1 in terms of cozy mysteries. There are 4 beats or segment sequences, plot points, however you want to call these different sections. There are about 4. So the first one is the setup. So you are building your character, building your world. In this small section, you also need to hook the reader. So normally it's like the first line, you gotta hook them right away. So it's recommended to do either a dialogue or some type of action instead of like a monologue, just thoughts. It's not as impactful. It doesn't hook you, right? So start off your story with a big bang, if you will. And after setting up your characters, your world, think about how the tone, the style of the story is, because this is what sets the reader's expectation for the rest of the story. The next segment, I would say, or sequence, is your inciting incident, your catalyst, your problem, your opportunity, or in terms of cozy mystery, this is where something goes wrong, you find a dead body, something gets stolen, any of those type of problems happen in this beat. So something disrupts your sleuth's normal life. And with that, typically it's finding a dead body, and this basically causes a problem in their life. The next segment is their reaction to this crime or incident. They have to kind of wrangle what happened in this crime. They found this dead body now. Thinking about how does this impact my own life, right? So kind of referring to my sticker shop mystery series is she finds a body and she's processing all this emotions. It was family friend. And it turns out her stickers are at the scene of the crime. So she is kind of like, what's happening? Now all of my customers for my shop will know that I was connected to this crime. It's a lot of, I would say, more emotional. And if you can, establish those stakes. What happens if they don't get involved? So, for example, in the sticker shop, if she doesn't get involved in helping solve this crime, this murder, she might lose her business, right? And so that kind of puts things into perspective. And the last, which is, could be your first plot point, you break into 2. Essentially, it is the core of the story, and that is the sleuth commits to the investigation. So we want to go over what does it mean for them to be personally involved, right? Typically in cozies, they aren't the detective, the PI. So with that, how are they going to be involved? Is it because they're married to the detective, the policeman, or their brother, sister is the officer that is in charge of the case? Have some connection between the authorities and your sleuth. So that kind of concludes the first act. It is, I would say, the act that I think I enjoy the most because it's like setting the stage before this new world kind of unravels, right? And I would say you got to do a little bit of setting the like steps, start thinking about the clues at this point because your crime just happened. So when are those clues, those red herrings, supposed to kind of get scattered through the story? This would be the time to kind of think about those when you are doing your plotting. What's really helpful is if you could brainstorm what actually happens in that crime off page, right? So go ahead and fill in those blanks, and it actually puts in perspective what needs to have those clues that the sleuth has to figure out. Because if you don't even know what happened in that closed room on that one night where there was a broken window and a crashed chandelier and a body was found, how is your sleuth supposed to figure that out if you, the author, don't even know? So it's been really helpful is thinking about the crime and kind of what happens, thinking about the victim as well as the perpetrator. Just get those ideas fleshed out at the beginning of the story so they're in your back pocket, so when you need them later in like Act 3 or even on the resolution in Act 4, it will be helpful. You are off to a great start with finishing Act 1, and I think your cozy mystery is going to be awesome, and I hope you stay tuned for Act 2, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification so you know when the next video goes live. Thanks so much for watching. I'll leave down my favorite resources on how to write a cozy mystery, as well as the previous videos in this series. Till next time. Bye, guys.